Welcome back to the Transform Your Mind to Transform Your Life, the podcast. You're listening to Author's Corner, where we highlight and showcase our local authors. Today, I'm speaking to Deborah Mallow, author of 6 Steps to Fewer Days That Suck. Would you like that? Fewer days that suck. Everybody wants to have those. Deborah and I are going to be talking today on the topic how to interpret circular thinking and create your own sunshine. Amazing, amazing. Welcome, Deborah.
Oh, thank you, Myrna. It's a pleasure to chat with
Yeah,
you. And I love to say, let's all give ourselves a hug
yes.
because we have to appreciate and accept ourselves because that makes everything so much easier.
Yes, give yourself a hug. I hug myself all the time.
It's important.
Amazing. All right, well, let me give you guys a brief introduction. As a lifelong New Yorker, no one should be crankier than Deborah Mallow. But this happiness expert discovered the secrets to living with fewer days that suck. As a charismatic and enthusiastic motivational speaker, she's basically a cheerleader for joy, minus the pom poms. Deborah is a seasoned positive energy and success coach and the author of the book 6 Steps to Fewer Days That Suck. Deborah's unique career path has been more twisty than a pretzel, but it led her to create the Daily Decisions, a self-improvement toolkit that makes positivity feel less like a chore and more like a dance party. With her Positive Energy Club, she's here to remind you that it's not about forcing positivity, it's about approaching life differently. Life is too short to be grumpy. So let Deborah be your ray of sunshine. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We all need a ray of sunshine, and nobody needs to know what that means,
We
right? So,
don't. You're a ray of sunshine, Myrna, with my sun ray crown for
we've got
you.
Lady Liberty here with the sun shining.
We need it. We need some sunshine. Everybody
I
needs
love
to
it.
walk
I
in
love it. I
sunshine.
love it. That's the picture that's going on the thumbnail. I love that.
I have one. I'll share it with you.
Okay, good.
I'll
Yes.
send it
All
after
right.
this.
So as we start out, Deborah, how
Okay.
do we create our sunshine even on rainy days? What are 5 secrets to retrain the brain and stay positive even when life is raining on your parade? Great, great visual there.
It is because many times life can be messy. People can bring you down, but being aware is the first step. You know what's happening so that you can flip the script. So instead of saying something or letting the negative thoughts enter, you flip it so you say something positive to yourself or you problem solve as opposed to going into the circular thinking and letting things just get you down and take away your sunshine because we always want to live in sunshine. And that doesn't mean life is perfect. And it doesn't mean every day you're going to be jumping for joy, but pausing before you react and giving yourself the grace, appreciating yourself, accepting yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. We all are very hard on ourselves. And rather than that 10 things you do so wonderfully in a day, many times we focus on that one or two things that maybe don't meet our expectations. It's that negativity bias. And again, being able to flip the script and look at it from a different vantage point, reshape your thoughts, reframe your perspective. And once you do it, because our brains love patterns, Myrna, I know you know that. And what I like to do is play on that. I know my brain likes patterns, so I try to create positive patterns. I help people create the positive patterns and not go down the rabbit hole so that they can walk into sunshine. And really, it's about making our lives easier so that we enjoy it, so that we have fun And again, it might sound Pollyanna, it might sound like this is impossible, but I come from a place of, yes, it's possible. I was there and I chose to walk more in sunshine and enjoy my life and pause before reacting and flip the script.
Yeah, that's a big one. My father taught me that because I'm the one that always like to respond to things right away. And my father said to me one time, if you're, always respond the next day, like with an email or something, because then, it gives yourself time to, instead of reacting, you're responding. And yeah, a lot of times people teach you to count to 10 if someone makes you angry. And then when you respond, it's a pause. So I like that. And even if someone is pissing you off, they're raining on your parade, then
Yes,
you're right. It's a good idea to pause and not let the whatever wants to come out of your mouth, push it down and you're right, reframe because when you reframe it, then it has less impact on you. I love that.
absolutely. And we know we can't control what other people do. It's their agenda. Stop taking it so personally. That mindfulness, it's so true. Just let go of the judgment, judging yourself, judging others. And why let somebody else rain on your parade, ruin your day? We don't have to allow that. We can control our thoughts, our actions. We can't control another person. So giving up on trying to control someone else makes life easier. So much
Yeah,
easier.
yeah. It's true. It's very true. All right. So today I wanted to concentrate on the circular thinking.
Yes,
So, what exactly is circular thinking and how do we stop it?
yes. Well, it's very destructive because you get caught in a loop. And that same worry, the fear, the negative thoughts, fearing that someone's judging you, whatever it is, it keeps replaying, replaying. And what it does is it causes that cortisol, the stress hormone spike. And it also makes it more difficult to problem solve and not be present in the moment, not being able to say yes to your life because you're stuck in a loop of fear, worry, negativity, all the things, all those negative habits that don't serve us. And yes, I know it's not easy to stop because it becomes a pattern. It's rooted also in the negativity bias that we tend to humans dating back to the early humans, we tend to focus on the negative more than the positive, negative information more than positive information. We feel that sting of the negative more than we feel the positive, but we can reshape our thoughts and reframe our perspective and flip the script. And the beautiful thing, going back to positive patterns, and then our brain likes patterns, the more you do this, the more truly it becomes a habit, a more positive habit. And if you try that and you're aware of it, because we talked earlier, you have to be aware of what you're doing in order to be able to fix it. And every time you stop yourself, flip the script, move forward so you don't get caught in that loop that's not productive and not serving you.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. As you were talking, I'm trying to give an example to the listeners. So
Mhm.
you're very right. I mean, our brain is is always focusing on the negative. You might get 20 compliments on this dress. Like we came on the conversation today and you started asking me if my nails match my dress or something like that. But let's say that you walk into an office and everybody says to you, "Oh, that's a pretty shoe," or "That's a pretty dress," and the one person says, "Wow, that dress makes your butt look big," or something, right? You are going to think about that one all day long. So put that in a circular thinking comment. Are we going to be saying, who, what right she has to tell me that my butt looks big. Does my butt really look big? I mean, give us an example of that looping thought, and then how do we reframe that thought with some positive things?
And that's actually whether somebody is saying something to you that you fixate on because it's obsessing about it, you're letting it loop. So whether it's that or whether it's something that you feel that you didn't do to maybe the best of your ability, or you think you could do better and you fixate on that, it's whether it's yourself or it's somebody else, and then all you do is you focus on it, because again it's negative, it hurts your feelings, your emotions, and being able to stop yourself, because again I always say it doesn't serve us to allow that to affect our day, to ruin our sunshine, to take away our sunshine. And knowing it, realizing it, and then being able to flip the script, because being aware of it and then small changes over time make a big impact. So you stop yourself the minute you know you're going to let that loop start, and you do something else. You flip the script. You say to yourself, it doesn't matter if you like the way you look. You put on that dress, own it. Feel good about it. We need to be able to not be so hard on ourselves, to accept ourselves for who we are, and not let the negative emotions take over, whether it's something that we feel we could do better or something somebody said to us. Because you know what good is it doing? All it's doing is making each of us feel worse. And the whole it's not a trick, but the whole thing we need to think about is what is going to make us feel good. Say things kind to yourself, be compassionate toward yourself, micro compassion. Say nice things to yourself in the morning, smile. It's all how you set up your day first thing in the morning to stop that naturally occurring cortisol spike, the stress hormone, and be able to walk in your sunshine and be able to deal with the negative things that come at you or your negative thoughts, and not let it ruin your day, not to go down that rabbit hole, because that's where we start that circular thinking. Once we go down that rabbit hole, can't focus on if somebody
Yeah.
says your butt looks too big. No,
We're
maybe
looping and looping and looping. Yes, yes. There's a
exactly.
lot of people that fixate on the negative. But you're right. If you've got confidence, even if someone says to you, "Oh, your butt looks big," you're right. I like what you said. Claim it. You know, I like my butt the way it is. If it's, you might think it's big, but I like my butt. You know,
And we can
yeah,
clap and hug ourselves.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
lucky to
Hey,
have
that's
a
your
butt.
opinion. You're very
Grateful,
right.
gratitude for the butt.
Yeah, exactly. It's mine. That's what they say. I like what you said. When you look in the mirror, you don't look in there and pick out all the things that you don't like about yourself, because you're right. You're starting the day on a negative, there's no sunshine. You look at yourself and like what you see. And someone said, um, uh, I remember it's a book or somebody on the show that says, if you don't like what you see, then change it, right? If you don't
Exactly.
like your big butt, then can go to the gym.
Exactly, but not to fixate, not to let something like that ruin your day,
Right.
and stopping the circular thinking and not allowing, knowing. The first thing is, we talked about it earlier, is being aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And who really wants to be miserable? We really all want to just enjoy our day. So it's our choice.
Mm.
We're in control of ourselves.
Yes.
So
You
walk in
are in
sunshine.
control of your thoughts. You are in control of your emotions. You're right. And you shouldn't let anyone take that away from you. Yes. Very, very right.
Never.
We are in control. Like they said, it's not what people do to you, is how you respond to it. That's very important. Right.
Absolutely. You nailed it. That's it.
It's how you respond. Yes. All right. So positive energy is very important to me. I work on my positive energy because like Dr. Dwayne Dwyer said that if you want good things to happen to you, you've got to be in positive energy. When you're in negative energy, what you're doing is attracting negative things. So you have in your work 6 steps that we can feed our positive energy. So let's talk about those steps.
Well, that's how I set up the book. You mentioned the 6 steps to fewer days that suck. And it's double pages. It's everything from walk away from negativity, no more excuses. That's the title of the double pages. Happiness is a choice. And there's questions and then solutions and strategies how to deal with it. A little micro story about somebody who overcame whatever the topic is. Action an action item, tips, a mantra. So now, how I set it up is the decision. So the first step, and then there's 8 double pages within that step. All the steps. The decision. We have to first make the decision that we are going to change if we're not happy with the way we are. Some people, the way our days are, the way we feel about ourselves, whatever it is, we have to make the decision to change. That's number one. Number two, the step was ditch bad habits. We need to make space so that we can change. And that's ditching those habits that don't serve us. And then number three is the mindset. The mindset is our operating system. It's how we see the lens through which we see our lives, that perspective. And then comes the action. We have to stop dreaming or talking about it and actually do it. And you know, Myrna, what the fabulous thing, and I know you know this, is the fabulous thing about taking action, living in the present, is that accomplishment. When we actually accomplish something, that builds our confidence. Confidence, resilience. You make a mistake, you fall down. How, building that resiliency will let you be able to make those mistakes because how else do you learn and you grow? So take the chance, take a risk, do something you want to do, even if it's your side hustle. And I'm not talking about risks that could have life threatening consequences. I'm talking about doing things that your purpose, your what you feel your passion, find those things that lift you up, that boost your endorphins, that lead to future accomplishments that then will build your confidence. And then after the action comes the attitude. That's how you show up. Where the mindset is the operating system, your beliefs, the attitude is the mood, the weather, you're feeling. And isn't it better when you feel good, you put yourself out there, people like you were talking about, your positive energy. Who would you rather be around? For the listeners, who would you rather be around? Somebody that boosts you up and makes you feel good, or somebody that's going to bring you down? Because honestly, we pick and choose. I mean, not always. Sometimes we have to work with people, but we pick and choose our friends. And it's better to clean the closet and welcome in a community that supports you, that believes in you, that boosts you up, that has that positive energy that Myrna is talking about. And then after the attitude, we're going to finish it up with a commitment. We at the beginning we made the decision, and now we're committing to it and we're making it happen every day. And we're accepting ourselves while we're doing this. And we're thinking about balance and our well being and fulfillment and living satisfied and in peace, not circular thinking, not bringing ourselves down, that we could actually enjoy our lives. And like I said, nothing ever will be perfect, but we can we can be happier and we can have more better days than not if we make the choice.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I am my whole life is operating around my energy because I want to be, the law of attraction. I
Yes.
know that your energy, and I mean, and even when I am not actively working on my energy, I think it's my aura or something because nobody has said it recently, but a lot of people used to come up to me and says, "I love your energy." I mean,
I love
it
your
is
energy.
it's amazing, people just say that. But yeah, but I work on my energy. I mean, it's a conscious choice to make sure that my energy is positive.
Because you feel better. And I ask everybody, why wouldn't you want to feel the best you can? And it's a
Yeah,
choice. And it's so nice. That's why I was so glad when we met and
yeah,
then to be on your podcast because I felt Myrna's energy, the positive energy. And I'm not just saying that, I don't have to say anything.
cute.
It's
Right,
really the
right,
truth.
right.
And that's who I want to be around, and that's who you want to be around. And I think everybody, because positive people lift you up, makes
Yes.
you feel better. So find them, let
Yeah.
them be part of your community,
Hmm.
enjoy them, laugh, smile. All of that boosts our endorphins,
Hmm.
makes us feel better. That's what we need to do to walk in our
Yeah,
sunshine.
you're right. And nobody likes to be around a sucky person that, they're always grumpy and miserable and never smile and all that. That is definitely not me. Yes. So, amazing. So, all right. So your book is called Six Steps to Fewer Days That Suck. And I love that. You're right. We talked about making sure that you start off with awareness. You want to um, uh, be when if make the commitment that you're not going to let other people ruin your day and you're going to stay within your positive energy. So, but why did you write the book? I know you're a New Yorker and all that, and it says that you should be crankier than most people.
I love that.
So, tell us, why did you write the book, and what do you want people to walk away with, after reading?
And that's why I have a lot of empathy and I understand when life can get you down. You feel the weight of it on your shoulders. You feel overwhelmed and stressed because, if you can believe it or not, I was there.
Mm.
I was striving to be the best always in my art career. Then, when I was a sales rep, I had to be number one over and over and over again, competing against myself. I burnt out, exhausted, not sleeping right, not eating right, pushing myself harder than I needed to, because it would have been better if I balanced more. I would have maybe I wouldn't have accomplished number one, but even two, three, to have the balance and the joy in your life, because I lost my joy
Yeah,
because I was chasing my tail all the
yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
up early, 3 in the morning, home at 10. I mean, just push, push, push. So finally, I said, nothing will change unless I change.
Yeah.
And I was standing on a New York City subway platform, and tears just started to come down, roll down my cheeks because Myrna, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was burnt out. I was exhausted, and I lost, as I said, my joy. So I started to write my guidebook. What am I going to do? A little bit of science. Everything is very simple in this book. It's simple to read. It's it's a double page, so it's like, when you scroll through Instagram, it's instant gratification. You have visuals, you have the solutions and strategies, you have an action item, a mantra you can say, because it's really helpful to get yourself back into the present, is to say something, or at least start off the day with positive words to yourself, because affirmations are great, but unless you act on them, they're hollow, they don't mean anything.
Right.
So
Hmm.
acting on them, so I started to do all of that, and I reshaped my thoughts, I reframed my perspective, I balanced. I love to work. That was never the problem. It's just that you need to balance it. You need to see friends. You
Hmm.
need to go to the beach, let's say, if that's what you like.
Hmm.
I like to travel, so making time for that. It's very important to honor your dignity. Defend your I say I'll say it this way. Defend your dignity and honor your value. We all have needs. What I like to do might not be what Myrna likes to do, but we need to honor that and make time for that. Whether it's your hobby you like to draw, or whether it's going to be a side hustle that you want to build, whatever it is, we need to look after ourselves in the best way we can. And that's what this book is all about. It's giving you the tools in little snippets really quickly to be able to do that in situations when you're about to go negative or you're about to make an excuse why you're not going to try to do whatever passion it is, because we could all make up excuses all day long. It's easy. The brain can do that for us, but we need to overcome the fear and push through to be able to enjoy our lives, to make those accomplishments. And that's what that book is. It's giving you the balance, it's giving you the confidence, it's giving you the positive energy that Myrna talked about, and the resilience. And one little thing I'll say is we all have to grow. And I don't like the word failure. And I say it in the book. I've renamed it
Hmm.
education and growth, because we all make mistakes. We're all going to fall down, but it's having that resilience to be able to get back up. And the more you do it, the more it becomes that pattern and
Yeah.
you get used to it. So that's what this book is about. It's giving you confidence and courage all in little snippets, and it's a pep talk for the soul, and it's a warm hug for your heart. And that's what everybody
Yeah, I
needs.
love that. And it brings the
Self-kindness.
sunshine, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have to be self kind, self compassionate, accept
Okay.
ourselves, love ourselves. And that's what this book will help you do. And it's not long. It's easy to do. And the great thing is, at the end of each step, besides the summary and 10 tips, there's a line page for your aha moments that you can
Hmm.
keep coming back to give yourself that boost to get out
Hmm.
of this circular thinking and whatever it is that's going negative.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yes. Sunshine in a bottle.
That's it. Myrna, you're doing it.
Sunshine in a bottle. Amazing. All
Oh.
right. Well, I know your book is on Amazon. Do you have a website? And what are your social media handles?
Yes, my website is the daily decisions with an s.com. And if you go to the daily decisions with an s.com /inspire, INSPIRE, you can join my Positive Energy Club. It's complimentary, which is a nice way to say free. And you can also download happiness and motivational worksheets and feel good activities, really quick things you can do to jumpstart your endorphins to make you feel better. And my book, as you said, is on Amazon. You can also, there's a link to that my Amazon page on my website as well, if you forget the name. And you can connect with me too. I love chatting with people and helping them, because my whole purpose of doing this is really to help people get unstuck, because I know how sucky it makes people feel when you feel stuck and you don't know how to get out of your own way.
Way,
And
right.
I do help people do. I'm a cheerleader, I'm a mentor. I'm not I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist. I'm just somebody who's lived life, who who knows different ways to walk in your sunshine and not let the rain not let anything rain on your parade,
Great.
on your it's always
I like
sunny in
that.
your mind.
Yes, yes, I like that. Except, with me, I don't, rain is one of my favorite things. So it does never rain in my parade. When I see the rain, I love it. I go try to walk in it.
I know it's so calming, isn't it? Actually, see there we look what we just flipped the script. We took
Yes,
something negative and you made it positive.
positive.
That's
Exactly.
a perfect illustration
Yeah.
to finish with.
Yep,
You
that's
said it.
right. That's right. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, so that's amazing. You didn't give me your
Ah,
social media handle. Are you on
yes.
social media?
Um, yes, I am. I actually I followed you. Daily dot decisions.
Okay.
That's my Instagram, and I'm building the YouTube and the
Good,
Facebook and all that, which is the daily decisions,
good
because
for
we
you.
all
Good
have
for
to, and you can
you.
see it in back of me, the daily decisions, because
Yeah,
it really is a daily
a daily
decision.
thing.
How do you want to show up?
Yeah, yeah. I like
Choose.
that. But the mindfulness, daily decisions, yes, don't let anybody um don't let anybody's comments ruin your day or what someone has didn't do for you. And yeah, so you are the, my one of the reels that I just that I posted just yesterday is talking about you are the captain of your ship, the
Yes.
master. It's one of those sayings that's been around for a long time. But yeah, don't let anybody's negativity ruin your day. Be the
I,
captain of your ship. All right. So
I'm going to listen to it right after this because it is. That's a perfect way to
yeah,
explain it, because that visual you can actually
yes,
see it, and
yes,
it's all
exactly.
it's all a choice. And
Okay.
once you realize it and you stop making excuses for yourself,
Great.
life will become a whole lot
Not
easier.
better. Yes, a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, Miss Deborah. Very important conversation. Bring sunshine to your day. Don't let anybody rain on your parade, whether you're thinking it, whether someone else is saying it. Just make the conscious decision that you are going to be in positive energy. I love that. So, um, uh, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Author's Corner, where we highlight and showcase our local authors. Today, I was speaking to Deborah Mallow. She is the author of Six Steps to Fewer Days That Suck. And if you follow her message, whether you're reading the book or our conversation today or joining her positive energy club, what we're trying to say to you is that you should keep the sunshine or bring the sunshine every day and leave out the rain.
That's really true. And I love the way you end all the show. So I'm going to say it and then you can say it to me. Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah. Yes, that means that I respect the energy in you. It's so amazing. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you for tuning in. I will have a short summary of my conversation with Deborah on the show page, which is myhelps.us. I will link out to her book, her website, and her social media handle if you want to follow her. Deborah, thanks again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, we're going to say it again. Namaste.